Well, that can't be good. Not that it was in the first place. Fucking game. Due to a transferring error, the Time Lord theme will not be used. Deadly Towers for the NES. Now, over half of you are probably thinking, yeah, he's reviewing the worst fucking game on Nintendo. So, is it the worst game on Nintendo? Yes and no. Yes, because they fucked it up real bad, like what you'll be doing very soon in this video game. And if you don't know why, you'll find out soon. And no is because if they spent a little bit more time on this and had better beta testers like me, then it would have been at least decent. But it isn't. Now, before we begin, I have to get two things out of the way because they bother me a lot. The first problem is this password system. What the fuck? I mean, this scared the fucking bananas off me. I mean, I thought I needed a password in order to play the game, like, you know, insert some sort of code, and I'm like, oh shit, where is this password? Is it in the manual? Oh crap, I don't own that, so how am I supposed to play the game? But apparently it's just the password system, and all I have to do is press the start button, and you start the game. Jeez, I didn't know that. I mean, in other games, when I press on the password system, when I don't enter anything, it usually says, unavailable, please go to the start button or something. I mean, why couldn't they do this on the title screen and put start and password? I mean, geez, isn't that what all NES games do? And here's the second problem I have with the game. If you do not wait at the title screen and wait for the story to show up, you're not gonna know what the fuck to do in bullshit land. That's right, if you do not read the story, you are not gonna know what the hell you're supposed to do in this game. You're gonna get lost, you're gonna die, and you're gonna get pissed. And are you kidding me? Is someone actually gonna read all of this? Not that I'm saying no one would, but let's think about the majority. Nobody cares about the story, especially for the NES, like, because it's usually just something basic, and usually it just develops over time in the game, not while you're waiting at the title screen. So what's the story about? Well, you're Prince Meyer, you're about to be king, but the devil apparently wants to take over your kingdom, and ironically, before that happens, Jesus Christ pops out of the lake and tells you, you must burn the 7 bells in the sacred flame and your kingdom will be saved! And then you fuck off and go and save your kingdom, because nobody fucks with your kingdom. Yeah, let's just keep it at that. So this basically proves that if you don't read the story, you will not know what the hell that bell is for, and neither will you know what the hell to do with it. Okay, you see this? This is the sacred flames that's supposed to burn the 7 fucking bells. But you're not gonna know that because the game fails at life to inform you of what your quest is, and you're just gonna be mindlessly running around, collecting bells, and not knowing what the fuck to do with them. I mean, couldn't they do something like this? That would actually be helpful. That would actually tell me what I'm supposed to do. And not mindlessly walk around like a fucking dickhead. But in any case, the story is at least different. It's not the same stereotypical, oh, the princess has been captured by a dragon, a monster, some evil knight, some raping pedophile, or anything like that. It's actually different and, well, it's something new, so I'll give some credit for that, for being different. It's almost about 5 minutes, so let's actually talk about something that's in the game. The first thing you'll notice is that the graphics, they're horrible. They're plain, and they are boring, even for an NES game. I mean, just go check out any other NES game, and you'll see that they have more detail and probably more color. I mean, all the color is based on one type. I mean, look. Here it is all brown, here it is all green, and here it is all yellow. And some of you are probably saying, Well, the ground's a different color. Big fucking deal! The ground's a different color. I'm supposed to automatically say it's brilliant? No. This is how creative they can get. I mean, if you can't even... I mean, even the bad games have good graphics. So why can't this? This has bad gameplay and bad graphics to go along with it. Oh, and the music just doesn't help either. I mean, it's not even catchy. I mean, if any of you have played Time Lord, that game is frustrating, but not really bad, I guess. I mean, but at least it had some good graphics and some catchy tunes. They could have at least made one of the 3 requirements at least likable. Nothing is likable in this game. At all. I am not impressed. Oh yes, and you also notice that I'm apparently killing all of these blobs. Oh yeah, more on that too. With daggers that are being shot out of my crotch. What the hell's up with that? I mean, they make it look like he's shooting his own dick at the enemy. Well, if they were trying to make it look like he's throwing his daggers, well, they failed. It looks like he's shooting his own dick at the enemy to fuck him up. I guess that's what they were trying to define, the term. Like, you fucked him up. In case any of you can't picture it out, well, here's a clip of it. How'd you like my second floor, bitch? Anyways, you have to do this in order to effectively kill most of the enemies in this game. Now, you're wondering, why do I have to be so close in order to kill these guys? Well, here's the problem. If you try to shoot it from a distance, you'll realize second later, you can only shoot one at a time. Kinda like a sniper rifle. Except this one really sucks and you can't shoot another one until it flies off the screen or it hits something. Which is really pathetic. And plus, why doesn't he bring a sword or something so you can slash around instead? That would have been better. And where the hell does he get all those daggers anyways? I mean, he has an unlimited supply of them, too. And also, along your travels, you'll notice that you find these heart containers, kind of like from Zelda, that increase your maximum life. But, yeah, sure, I mean, that kind of helps, but couldn't they be a bit more generous and, like, heal me at the same time? But since it doesn't do that, you have to go look for these hearts that highly resemble the hearts from Zelda. I must be onto something. Anyway, since it doesn't do that, just go look for hearts by killing enemies, and they sometimes drop that, or either they drop money, or maybe nothing at all. And what you're seeing right now is where you will be spending half the fucking game getting money to buy stuff in the store. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, the stuff in the stores don't even help at all, other than the potion and the scroll, which takes you to the entrances of the tower, which helps a lot more than navigating through this piece of shit. Oh yes, here's something that's really, really stupid. You can give up your items in your inventory. Why would you do that? That's ridiculously stupid. Oh yes, when I said the items didn't even help at all, I was exaggerating a bit too much. They help a tiny bit, which still makes them useless. I mean, all they do, like the armor, all it does is take off 3 to 6 damages off. That's really fucking useful. And these stores, you won't even know where to find them because they don't have a neon sign saying the store is over here, it's invisible. You have to run around and bump into a random spot. Now, here's where one of these stores are located. In a motherfudging hole. How are you supposed to know there's a store there? I mean, jeez. I don't have X-ray vision, so how am I supposed to know? But the absolute worst thing about the game are the enemies. They are either way too strong for you, or you are way too weak. I don't know, I can't tell. But you take a lot of damage from them. Which is really cheap. Like, just look at this part. I die within 3 hits. Look at that. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't do anything. And also, every time an enemy hits you, you are stunned and you fly back like about 5 feet. Fudge! But anyways, so we go to the top of the tower, we fight a boss, and we get a bell. Sounds a bit familiar. Anyways, these boss fights, they're not that tough at all. All you gotta do is stand in the corner and start raping them to death. Yeah, this is just footage from what I was doing before, but yeah, here it is, standing in the corner, and you are most likely not gonna get hit. I say most likely because I've only tried it on 2-3 bosses. So we got our fucking bells, now we gotta get the other 6. As you proceed with the game and as you get more bells, like how I am right now, I only need 2 more, the game gets harder because there are new enemies, there's more enemies, the stores sell different stuff, and I can't find a store that sells the orange scroll, so now I'm stuck navigating through this thing. Fudge! I hate this. That does it. I'm not continuing this. Fuck this game. So let's roll the fucking credits and I'll just tell you all the stuff that I wasn't able to show. Now you can get stuck in this game. Now, when I mean stuck, I don't mean like you don't know what to do. I mean like you get stuck to the wall, you get stuck to the edges, and it's like, fuck. And the worst time is when there's a room full of enemies ready to beat the shit out of you. Sometimes when you enter into a room, you sometimes go back to the previous room you were just in, and like, fuck. Oh yes, and also, when you go like downwards to a door, like, you know, you go south, sometimes, like, there's an enemy standing right in front of the fucking door and you can't avoid it. Well, you can avoid some, but most of it you can't. The stores don't just sell orange scrolls, they sell green scrolls that send you back, and then there's a blue scroll that I don't know where they send you to. I mean, it does nothing. You know what? I'm just really off of this review. I really hate it. And, well, stay tuned for a better one. No, not a different version. Like, never mind. Just stay tuned for more.